Isabella provides for herself. She
Yeah,
doesn't have like her parents don't provide, so
no,
she does it all herself. She has no other choice. She
no.
has to make the money.
I'm going to go through this mentorship. How am I going to do this? Not even a month yet, like a few weeks when I was learning. I was about to give up, but then I earned my first 3 figures. Like what I would made in half a month, I made in one day. You
Is
inspired
what
me so much.
oh,
You elevated me, Cheryl. Even without you, I see you as a sister. I had Cheryl when I was about to give up. She helped me a lot with being there because I had no one else. I always had to depend on myself.
amazing. So I'm with,
Hi.
in fact, let me let you introduce yourself. I'm with one of my mentees, guys.
Hi, I'm Isabella T, I would say.
Yeah.
T, everything T. And I'm 19 years old and I've started this journey with Cheryl since last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
February last year. It's been a
February
year.
last year.
Exactly a year. Exactly a year. So I
Oh my
was
gosh, it
18 when I
has.
started. Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
been a year.
But wait, where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay, so she's from the
I'm from the
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
How did she find out about me or about what I do?
I found out about when I was doom scrolling on TikTok. I prayed to
Mm,
God and asked, like, God, please help me. I'm so sick of working from 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. That was insane. That was insane because my body couldn't go like through all of that. So I had to find some other way than babysitting. I had to find
yeah.
another income, and I found Cheryl through TikTok. And I was first skeptical. I'm like, do I trust this, because there's a lot of scam lately. So I went through your live and you kept engaging and you were so sweet, and I was like, I can trust this girl. I have severe trust issues till this day. But then I was like, I felt so genuinely comfortable with you. So I was like, let me just do this. It's this now or never.
Yeah.
Because what is there to lose,
Yeah.
with this investment? And that's how I started, from going
Yeah.
till 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. to till this day. I haven't found another job. I'm
Mm.
serious. You can go through my LinkedIn. I have not found another job after that because I quit because I was done with my situation. I've earned 4 figures consistently, and I've shared this with other people through our community, and that has been life changing. And having Cheryl as a mentor, her mentorship, I was going to give up so many times. I'm not even kidding. I always would text her,
Remember that
Cheryl, this is
time when I
not
was like to
working
you,
out.
Isabella, how bad do you want it?
No, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your life and your circumstances? So that's when I was like, that's when it clicked me. I'm like,
Exactly.
Lord, help me. Lord, work through me, please, Holy Spirit. And then, yeah, since then, my life has changed. My family's life has changed. Even like last Christmas vacation 2025, yeah, the money that I've made.
Philippines?
I remember I told you I was in the Philippines again. 2 Philippine vacation
So
in
let
a
me just
year.
explain that quickly. So she obviously started this business in February 2025. And
Yes.
what month did you first go Philippines?
I went in the summer vacation and the
Summer, yeah.
Christmas vacation.
Yeah. And in this same year, remember Isabella was working from 10 a.m. till 11 or 8 a.m.
PM,
PM.
11
Oh,
p.m., sometimes
yeah.
12.
Long hours. And I remember like there were some videos you was in like the warehouse or something.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of working. And obviously Isabella, which she'll get into later, like she provides for herself, she works really, really hard. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's a lot. And then she was gonna go to school, like September starting, going to
Yeah.
school and just so many different things. And obviously, yeah, and so she was able to go to the Philippines twice. And the Philippines is
Twice.
not cheap to go to, but
It's
yeah, she
not
was able to go to
cheap.
the Philippines
A
twice
ticket
in
is
one
like,
year
it was
and
insane.
travel.
Christmas ticket was
And
like minimum
you got to see your
2K.
grandma.
Yeah, I went to see my grandma for the first time in like 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And this Christmas vacation, I was not only able to change my loved one's life, but also people in the Philippines. I was
Wow.
able to donate money, an amount which was so like I would not think about that at this age at 19. I was able to contribute. Maybe I can show photos. Their faces
Yeah,
are
yeah.
hidden,
We'll put this all
it's
in. Yeah,
blurred.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was able to help these children prevent their lives from going through a drug addict life in the slums into a life changing, into building them having a relationship with God, having education, having proper needs that they need to do.
Wow.
So that was just amazing to think about that. That money, it's just money is a tool. That's what I learned from church. Money's a tool.
Mm.
It's not
Money's
all
a
of
tool.
it. God, it's through God's grace.
Okay.
It was not me, it's God's grace.
Amen. Hey,
Amen.
Isabella's preaching today.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into some of the questions. I feel like
Yeah,
we've
of
literally
course.
explained everything, but questions. So you already touched on it, but just answer this for us.
Mhm.
What were you doing before you started this business? What were you doing?
Actually, if I am being honest, I was I had a lot of job experiences. I keep going through
Different
a lot of
jobs?
job applicants and stuff. They just won't take me. Even till this day, they won't take me. They find it too expensive. Having a job these days is a privilege. It's a
Yeah.
privilege. But
Wow.
then I was not happy. My soul was not fulfilled. I was working for someone who was treating me really bad, like really bad. It was not humane. And I was
Wow.
going sidelines, like babysitting and stuff like that, and teaching people like Dutch, but then it was just not
Yeah, I
it.
remember you was teaching Dutch as well.
It
Okay.
was not it. The finance was not it.
Mm. And so what made you start looking because of the situation, right? You was like, okay, I need another
Yeah. It
route.
was like paycheck to paycheck. I had to get out the house. It was like an eye opener to me to do something about my life because I'm all alone. Like I have no
You're
backup
alone.
plan. I'm my own backup plan. Like God has me. I'm like I can do this. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Even
Yeah.
without no like no nepo baby happenings here.
Yeah. Speak about that. When you say you have no backup plan and you're alone, like what do you mean by that? And
Like
how does that also shape you?
like I had no guidance from a very young age. I've been working since I'm 15, so I've had a lot of like job how do you say that? Job experiences. And from a really bad situation, like a house situation, I had to get out the house and there was no parent, no one to help
So
me.
just to clarify, Isabella provides for herself. She
Yeah,
doesn't have like her parents don't provide, so
no,
she does it all herself. And
no,
so for her, it's like she has no other choice. She
no,
has to make the money. And so this was how her situation and still is. She is her
change.
sole provider, which is
Yeah,
obviously incredible at age 19. And it's also my whole thing is like it's more inspiring that you actually took a step to do something about it. Like you didn't just like just you fending for yourself basically,
yeah,
which is like I don't even know. It's crazy, but it's like
same.
well, one, God has given you the strength to do it, but you've actually found a way to do that, and
Yeah,
that's why digital income is so important because for people like you, it's like, well, no one's gonna go to get the job and bring it to me. I have to do this
no,
myself. So it's a crazy situation, but it's like really good that you did take that step and have that opportunity. And I always,
yeah.
Isabella just has a special place in my heart. I can never
You
explain
too,
this.
Cheryl.
She's just like I just love
Your
her. I
hair
literally just love her.
always,
I just
you're
love
always
her.
in my heart.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, that was that.
yes.
Next question. So for you, have you ever tried anything like this before? Have you ever tried businesses or have you ever tried making money online before? Or was this your first time?
No, it was my first time. I was completely clueless. I was like, I'm going to go through this mentorship. But how am I going to do this? But then Cheryl, yeah, the same age as me, I'm like, what? How can she do that? How can she comprehend everything what she's doing? So that's when I was like, yeah, I'm going to just do it. It was
I'ma
through
just
your
do
mentorship because
it.
even if it was not with you, if it was another person, I don't think it would be the same results if I'm being honest. I
Girl.
would have given
I'm not
up.
paying her to say this. She just can you stop making it
I
like
would have
that?
given up. You were like, why do you want this so bad? Why do you want to
Mm.
change your life? I'm like, okay, she kind of clocked me with that. So
Why do you want to change your
she
life?
clocked me.
Some people aren't ready. People aren't actually ready. Wait, okay, I'll come to that question. I'll come to the
Yeah,
question.
okay, okay.
Cool. So you never tried anything like this online before.
No, I'm clueless.
Clueless, haven't never done it before.
Mm.
Cool. So what made you say yes? Like, what was the reason why what that day you paid for my mentorship? Why did you pay? What
I'm
was
done
going through your
being
head?
broke, girl. I'm done
Oh,
being broke. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm going to be stuck working for someone who treats me like this. It's always the same as every day. This won't be permanent, you know. If I don't take the chances, what can go wrong? Honestly, if I lose that amount, what else is there to like? I was so desperate. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to be like very, very clear.
honest.
I was at the point, at my deepest point in life at that time.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
had to take the
That's what
risk.
made you say yes. And
Yeah.
was there anything that made you hesitant? Like, was there anything that stopped you from starting? Honestly speaking, what was some
Mm.
hesitations or fears?
It was most likely like, what if this doesn't work out? What if my money
For
goes
you?
two ways? What if it flops? A lot of like very negative thoughts. But what I would say, I still struggle till this day with that.
Mm, that's
Just
never
do
gonna
it.
go.
Just do it. Exactly. Just pray to God. God, like, I don't know, some people might not be like, on their, how do you say that, religion, but for me personally, I what I would do is I pray, please God, if this is not my purpose, if it's not for me, then do what it is for me, and then just work through the Holy Spirit within me, like in me, and then everything will align and come in the right
Yeah.
time for you.
I agree. I
Don't
agree.
rush.
I agree. Don't rush. I agree. Cool. So let's talk about the process because I'm sure there's people wondering. So, what did you even do? You said you made four figures. You've gone to Philippines. What did you do? So, I guess my question is, what was the first thing you implemented? Like, did you just open a store or did you have to learn something first? What was the first thing you implemented when you started your journey? But what was the first thing you did?
Okay, so first thing I did, yeah, was in the first month before I turned 19, I was learning in the program itself because I didn't do what Cheryl did on the first day. She already applied everything. But for me, I wanted to know what I was doing, so I had
What
to
do you mean by
learn.
that? They might not know what you're talking about. What do you mean I applied everything?
What I mean by like when she first got the program, that she already started implying and doing the stuff right away. I didn't do that right away. What I did is I actually learned inside the program, and I asked her questions. I
You
would,
took so many notes.
yes,
Do you still have your
oh
notebook?
yes, I still
Okay, okay,
have it.
send it to me.
To this day, I still have those notes, and I would always take notes. Whatever Cheryl said, what her advice was, we would critically look at what can go better, what can go wrong. But then, not even a month yet, like a few weeks when I was learning, I just started.
You
I
started.
just
So you said
started.
you started a few weeks after learning everything, yeah?
Yeah. The first
Yeah.
week, I was going to give up because I was not seeing anything. I'm like, are you sure this is for me? But the
Yeah.
second and a half week, yeah, 2 weeks,
After posting, you should say.
after posting, 2 weeks after posting, I was about to give up, but then I earned my first three figures. It was
And then you said to me, shit.
I was at work. I'm like, Cheryl, I made I made money. I made like what I would made in half a month. I made in one day.
Wow.
That was insane. That was insane in
Wow.
my head. I'm like, I thought this was just scam money, like, but it's not. It's honest money.
I thought it was a scam. And then you started saying it just
Exactly. And I'm
reversed.
like, a notification. This person just bought this and that, and I earned three figures in
Oh,
one day, what I
one day,
naturally would earn in half a month.
half a month.
Insane.
You earned, she earned what she would make in half a month in a day.
In a
So
day.
one 15 days to one. That's what happened. Anyways,
Exactly.
incredible. And was it easy or was it hard to follow the steps?
The steps were already there. It's a blueprint that you can follow, that it has been proven throughout the
Okay,
years. So the steps are not that difficult. It's just how you take it and how you get creative with it. You have to have your own
mm,
branding, which
that's true.
also it's inside the community itself. Like inside, how do you say that word again, Chef?
Program,
Yeah,
video,
inside the program. It's already
modules.
inside the program, inside the modules, how everything works. So
So wait, talk to us about branding. Why is branding so important?
branding is important because it's what is like. it what makes you unique, it what makes
Mm.
you different, it what makes you like, why should we buy from you, why should we choose you. So yeah, that's just
Yeah,
how branding
branding.
is.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what's something you implemented into your brand? So obviously you've seen other people having
Mm-hmm.
brands. What when you was making your one, what did you think? Oh, I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna keep that. Like, what was the important things that you wanted to put into your brand? How did you want to be viewed?
Okay, so I was very how with I was with my branding. I was very genuine. I was very
Genuine,
straight up.
authentic.
Yeah, authentic actually. And then I was telling my stories. I was trying to inspire other people to change their life, how as I have changed mine. And I was also putting a little bit of God into it, of course. That's how I wanted, not only with my branding, but that's how I am. I'm very bubbly. And yeah, so I was putting it there right into the content creation. And you just have to be yourself. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
the
it.
biggest
That's it. That's
advice is.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So when did you make your first sale? 2.5 weeks after posting?
Yes.
And when did you make your first four figures?
A month and a half or less.
And how did that moment feel? What did it feel like when somebody actually purchased your product? What did it feel like when you made money online from things that I think some of your products you didn't even make them? So, what did it feel like
No,
selling done for you products? What did it feel like money coming from your phone whilst you're working? What did that feel like for you?
I felt like this is it. This is what I've been praying for. This is what I've always cried for to change my life because
Wow.
I've been through so much and I feel like, do I deserve this? Of course, you have to be humble. So it felt so good to be able to not worry. Do I have groceries next week? Or do I still have to get to live in this place? So it felt really like secure that God always does provide.
Yeah. Right. That's how it felt. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And has anything in your life changed because of this? Or like, I guess that's a leading question. I should say,
Hmm.
looking at Isabella in January of 2025, so a month before she started, and looking at Isabella now, a year later, what has changed in your life? Or has anything changed?
A lot has changed,
Talk us through
growth,
it.
and it's not only about what has changed in my life, what it's like more about what I could have done for other people, like what my
Mm,
purpose is. It's not about only the selfishness of being to be able to only live for yourself and all of that stuff. It's also what I could have done to other people, the network I have made, for example, with Cheryl. I've been great friends with her, the people that I've helped, the lives that I've changed, the lives we've created. Like change. Oh my days, I'm stuttering. I'm
so
just
you would say
bluffing.
like the impact.
Yeah, the impact that I've made in the
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
not only with
And
me.
yeah, and even like when you went to the Philippines and you could help the orphans, just
Yeah,
giving out that is not to say you're a millionaire. It's just to say money in the hands of of righteous people, or money
yeah.
in the hands of
The
good people,
diligence.
whatever that is, the diligent. Yes,
Yeah,
money in the hands of those types of people fund positive things. They
yeah.
fund good things. You can see what money does when it's in the hands of
The
evil
right
people. Like some of the
person.
things like in Hollywood and just crazy stuff. Like
I don't
yeah,
even talk about it.
exactly. But when money, even if it's a little bit, when there is money in the hands of someone that's a steward, it
Hmm.
is always going to be multiplied. But yeah,
Oh yeah, and
awesome.
also the extra fund from that money, it has also helped people, homeless people, that are able to be fed, yeah, throughout the Christmas season. So that was also great. It was not only
Oh,
about
what did you do
gifts.
with your money? You did what?
It was also fed to the homeless people.
Oh,
Yeah,
during
it was
Christmas,
really good.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. So I guess it was really important that God allowed us to meet because it's like this connection has allowed
Mm-hmm.
you to go on and impact people all the way in the Philippines. I would never have gone to the Philippines to, help someone because I don't even know, like I would never
Yeah.
think to go there. But because of our connection, and then because you've gone off and you have your connections and you have your people and like you're going to bless more people in the world, I just think
That's
it's
yeah,
incredible.
it's
Like
amazing.
how one conversation that you came on
You
my live,
inspired
you
me.
messaged me, yeah.
You
This
inspired
what
me so much.
oh
You elevated me, Cheryl. Even without you, I see you as a sister. It maybe sounds weird, but I really do see you as a sister.
so
I see you as
same.
a great friend, and I feel like this connection can grow throughout the years. I
Yeah,
can't wait
for
to go to
sure.
UK.
For sure, and you still need to come to the UK, yeah. But yeah, no, I 100% agree, and it is great the
Yeah,
community you build with this, like the connection that we feel.
yeah.
Obviously, you was one of my one-to-one, so that's great. So yeah, what would you say? Okay, Isabella, be honest. Don't do no fluffy PR answer. What
Mm-hmm.
would you say to someone that's like, this is good, just too good to be true? What would you say to someone that's like, I'm not going to invest into my education? I don't believe you can make money online. What would you say to someone like that? And just say what you actually would say, because you was one of those people.
What I would say is because I've started school in September, right? I've also invested on that education.
Oh,
Yeah, I've invested into the UBC, and I do the what I do is e-commerce.
at school.
I do that.
So
And
just
what
to
I
clarify, you're saying you paid for university, right? Or was it
yeah,
college?
I paid thousands
So Isabella pays thousands and thousands
for
to go to
college.
college.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So before I went to a university, I did the UB like
Program.
I did the program, yeah.
Say that
And
sentence again.
before I went to university, I did a program, and what I've learned from the program, I applied it to school, and it changed so much. I'm like way ahead. Grades are good in God's grace.
Because I guess what you're trying to say is like, well, I paid thousands for school, but
Yeah,
this I invested into my education
it's
online, and I'm
exactly.
ahead than I am in school. You don't call school a scam, do you? You don't.
No,
Right? But anyways, get
you
gather yourself.
you get what you get from school is like you get a diploma, right? And at this you make figures.
Lifelong skill. Yeah, figures.
Exactly. Figures. You make figures. And it's not only about it's too good to be true. Yeah, that's what I thought in the beginning. But is my life too good to be true?
Mm, that's a
Is
word.
it
Clock it.
is clocking in? Is it clocking into you? I thought like, is my life good enough to not able to take this risk? Even with stocks, even with Bitcoin, we are so clueless. We don't know how it works because it's not laid out for us. But for example, this program, there's already step by step, yeah? There's a blueprint that shows you how everything works, how it changes people's lives. So why not do it?
Or what do you wish you could have told yourself? What do you wish you could have told Isabella a year ago?
Because your mentorship helped me a lot. I'm not fluffing, yeah? I would say have someone that believes in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. For example, I had Cheryl in mind. I believed myself, yeah, like let's say 40%. I'm going to be honest. I had 40% believed in myself. But then I had Cheryl when I was about to give up. This is no fluff or making her name like brighten or something. No, it's just my own experience. She helped me a lot with um being there because I had no one else. I always had to depend on myself. But Cheryl being supportive and telling me that I can do it, that how bad do you actually want to change your life was I was scared because what if this fails? Because I put money into this.
Yeah.
And if this doesn't work out, would I able to eat tomorrow? You know? But just just think about why you're doing what you're doing.
What's your why? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's your why? How strong is it? How strong do you actually want to change your life and your
Yeah.
situation?
What is one of your favorite things that I've taught you? What is something you picked up? Like this one thing you think, one lesson or one thing I've taught you. What's one thing I always say or something like
God is with me. Is
that?
that weird? Wait, is it? Does it have to be more on an
You don't have to be
entrepreneurship way?
business. Okay, so one thing I teach you is that God is with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but in
Okay, have you
business,
got a business one?
a business one is for sure. Stay consistent. Stay
Mm,
consistent no matter what. You get zero likes, zero engagement, and but first you have to check what's going wrong so you can
analyze.
elevate. So you can elevate, yeah. So what I would say is stay consistent because that's also one of my biggest mistake. At some
Yeah.
point, I was burned out. I stopped, and Cheryl was making six figures, and I was still at the, non-elevating program. But yeah, I was very burnt out. Take time for yourself, of course, but
Yeah.
still stay consistent and
Yeah.
disciplined. It's very
That's good.
important.
I agree. So yeah, that's one thing I teach her, God and
Mm.
consistency. My last question, Isabella, tell us, so what is your next goal? What is Isabella doing next after, joining BOA Academy, joining our mentorship? What are you doing next? What is your next goal? Where do you see yourself in the next 6 to 12 months? Because now everyone's going to be watching. What's Isabella going to do? What's Isabella going to do? So tell
Okay,
us.
so me personally, I really love a private life, yeah. But me, I see myself in 6 to 12 months, six figures. Six,
Amen.
the six number, yeah. Six figures, please. Or even five, let's be humble. But I want to elevate myself into a six figure. You see, this girl that's been so vulnerable through so much stuff, I've learned from that. And I want to be able to use that six figure for my own peace, clarity, not for me, also for other people, and also to share that. And
Yeah,
also what I've learned, to share it to the community. So I see
that's good.
myself um having my
Six
me
figures?
huh?
Six figures?
Six figures. I want to move out. I don't want to share my I'm very skeptical with privacy, but I do want to move out again. I want my own car, like my own, how do you say that
You get
word?
apartment?
Yeah, I want my own apartment where I can engage privacy. I want a cat.
So yeah, you want to move out. You want to make six figures. You're gonna move out.
Travel.
You're gonna get a cat.
Yeah,
What else?
travel. And I want to see my
Travel.
grandma again
Go
and
back to
my
the Philippines,
family.
see your grandma again. So these are Isabella's goals. Is there
Yeah.
any final words you want to say to everyone watching? Because I mean, you're one of my students. One of you're one of the most successful students I have. You've made
Thank you.
four-figure days. You're on track to hit six figures. Like you're just doing incredible. So anything you want to say to the people?
Um, to whoever is listening to this, no matter what your life circumstance may be right now, I want to tell you that it can change. It can change when you want it to change, when you put the work in.
Mm,
So you should not be lazy, or it doesn't have to take so much effort to change your life. But if you have the will, you will make a way to change your life, and stay consistent.
mm.
With God's
Amen.
grace, it will work out.
Okay, Isabella, we've actually hit our time. It was so fun speaking to you, and I can't wait
Thank you
for
for having
everyone to
me.
watch and just get the impact from this. But Isabella, honestly, and you're saying like I'm a good mentor and I help you so much and all that stuff, but I genuinely think it's you because you're such a determined person. You
Thank
used to
you.
ask me so many questions, my head would hurt, and it's like that's the willing that is someone who wants to
I'm
succeed.
curious. I'm really
I
curious.
have never
Yeah.
had as many questions as I've had from you. And that's a joke. That's a joke. I do know Zaya was a little bit worse. You're not too bad, but you ask me lots of questions, and it just shows your willingness. So Isabella, you deserve every bit of money you've made from selling this
Thank
product,
you.
every bit
Thank
of
you.
money you've made from your business, every bit of success you've had, all your traveling. You deserve it all because you work for it.
Thank you.
But yeah, it was so great to speak to you.
Thank you, Cheryl.